Earlier today, I heard this one girl say, authenticity is in. It makes sense to jump on that bandwagon before it's too late because people love authenticity now. It's absolutely insane. Like, that shit has been so unauthentic that authenticity is in. Like, so much fake shit has had a pass and been validated that now authentic seems like the hot thing. And it's like, how do we get there? I've done music for a while, and a lot of things, I was writing today and I realized, a lot of things in your gut that doesn't feel good, you got to pay attention to. It's been some things that I've had to endure or, been a part of or whatever, a lot of shit that just didn't feel right. And it felt like in my stomach, like, oh man, this is kind of whack. This is kind of not, doesn't feel right or feel kind of fake or phony. But all in the name of the game, I found even myself in a market where you got all these gurus telling you to do shit. And then it makes me think, like, who are these gurus? Like, I don't really trust too much content. I know y'all might be checking it now. Like, who the fuck am I? Who is she? Who the fuck is she? But I definitely been there looking at people giving advice to artists or like, oh yeah, you need to do this because this is the trend, or you need to post like this, or it doesn't matter if you do X, Y, and Z. I was like, it does, man. Like, I used to hear people talk about all the time, like, it's definitely a difference between music, the art, and music, the business. And a lot of things what's going on now is music, the business. Even when it seems artsy, it's because somebody's like, oh, let's make this artsy instead of people authentically just being artistic and weirdo, you know what I'm saying, type vibes. It's like a forced weirdo vibe. Yeah. But it's so true to, like, trust that gut feeling and saying, man, like, some things just don't feel right. And I don't want to just go with the flow because everybody's going with the flow. I feel almost outdated because it's like I like a lot of shit that just feels righteous and real and down for a cause. And I like things not because everybody like it. I like it because, man, this song is saying something that it resonates with me, or this person is almost like a genius. Like, I absolutely love their meekness or their I don't know, it's like they still shine without even trying. Like, feels like they're intelligent. It feels like I'm going to gain something by listening to this or by reading this book or, looking at this art instead of it being like an equation, somebody understanding an equation. And I feel like a lot of people, we in a day and age, a lot of people done been tricked. A lot of people been manipulated. It's a lot of mind control. It's a lot of people that, I guess since information is so wide and vast right now, and it's so easy to figure out how marketing companies market and market to the human psyche of like consistency or having something for 10 seconds or less. I remember I played a song for somebody on an interview, and it was like ladies' night, and I played a song, and this one dude was like, hey, the song is just too long. Put it in the comment section. I'm thinking like the song was like 4 minutes and some change. I'm like, I used to listen to Moments in Love, which was like 10 minutes, or the extended version of like Tony music. What was it? It's our anniversary, like that type of shit. Or Michael Jackson, Remember the Time, like shit that was just long. That just had a great vibe that I almost didn't want the song to stop. Like the extended versions of like Outstanding and like all these type of songs that didn't meet the radio quota. But it's like it was art, you know what I mean? And I don't think that they was doing it with in mind to say, hey, this won't make it to radio. Saying radio is gonna have to fuck with this. You know what I mean? And people fuck with it. But it's just been so much manipulation as far as saying like how long a song has to be, how long an advertisement, how long your TikTok video should be, how long, what you should I don't know, like just portray yourself as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it doesn't feel like you guys always get the real, and when you do get the real, it has to be like overly juiced up. I mean, yeah, juiced up, or overly edgy, or overly mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being like water. You know what I mean? Like everything gotta be a Monster Energy drink. Everything gotta be coffee with a double shot of espresso instead of it being like water. Like it's refreshing. It's what you need. You know. But yeah, I just find it amazing that it's saying that authenticity isn't really in. But authenticity feels so good. And if everybody's authentic, what? How much creativity will we have? Will we be dipping into? What beautiful colors we'll have. Even, looking at equations of music and how you hear songs. At one point, almost every song almost sound like the same cat. Almost the same song. But it's because an equation was working and it wasn't coming from an authentic place. But it never stopped. Like, I don't know. And I don't know, man. Like I said, I may be just out of the loop. But I find myself a very unique artist that has struggled to get attention, of being authentic, and it makes you question yourself and say man, what else do I need to do? I need to push more or do more, instead of saying, man, I'm just gonna be consistent being me, and who's out there for me, you know what I mean? I'm gonna let that resonate with them. And whatever God has out here for me, whatever size big that pool is, I'm going to be grateful for it. And it just feels good. Like I was back in the day, working on getting more and more people to fuck with me. I tried to do the hoop earrings and make the songs more politically correct by saying he instead of she. Everything just felt so whack, it felt like if I did blow up like that, I would just feel like such a fake and such a sellout, even if everybody did like that. And I guess you have some people that do things just to get the fame and say, hey, I did what I had to do to make it. And other people like myself that's saying I want to make it being me. I believe in me. And I'm not going to feel good any other way. I'm going to feel like a sellout. And I'm not going to be able to live with that. And that's what the song Crowd Pleaser, that I have was all about. It's about being true to yourself. Saying bye to the crowd pleaser. Trying to please everybody. You can't please everybody. And even if you could, what is it? What's one thing that everybody likes? I don't know. Help me out. Is there anything that everybody likes? There's people that don't like ketchup. Crazies. I don't know. But there's people out there like that. People who don't like French fries. Crazies. But there's people out there like that. There's people who don't like or believe in God. There's people who don't like Mercedes or Lamborghinis, and people who don't like hip hop, people who don't like country. I don't think that there's one thing that everybody likes. So it's you're the only person that got to live with your thoughts. You're the only person that got to live with yourself. And it's like we're so uniquely made. Like, I mean, the chances of being alive are so crazy. And think about like how different everybody is, our unique experiences, our upbringing, the households we come up in, the shows we're watching, books we're reading, friends that we have, foods that we eat. Because I mean, you also are what you eat, and it's like that unique perspective is you wouldn't be born if it wasn't needed. So it's like tapping into that authenticity is so important. You'd be doing everybody a disservice by not being authentic. Because we don't need another anybody. Not another anybody. The closest we need to another anybody is maybe another me, maybe another Jesus, something like that. That's Jesus on the main line. Tell him what you want. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is more so just supposed about just being authentic and how it's wild, how she said that like authenticity, people are loving it and it's in, like it should be out. But we've gotten ourselves to a place where we're okay with like the filters. We're okay with just kind of almost just accepting subpar, even if it ain't real. Man, people putting on facades for the music and saying like, oh, well, that's, they, just singing that they're just acting. No, like I like my favorite artist to be my favorite artist. I like Nina Simone. She walked it, she talked it. You know what I mean? You felt it. Bob Marley, samesies. You felt Pac. I believe Kurt Cobain with everything. Just naming a few, from the past, but I'm not okay with somebody putting on a mask, writing or singing a song from somebody else, trying to fake it, and telling them to act this way. Or I don't want to be tricked as a fan. I don't want to trick people as an artist. I just want to get the most authentic shit from life, from the sun, from my food, from my music, from the vibe, from people around. So it's just an ode to authenticity. And whoever you are, whatever you're doing, just understand it's something like just so golden and one of a kind about you. I don't know who that is. But we can never let authenticity be a trend. It's a crazy word, but we can't let it be a trend or something hot for the moment and don't wait till it's too late to get on this bandwagon. Like, we need to make that a requirement. I think it'll bring out the best in everybody. Damn sure it'll bring out the best in music. By the way, you want to know who is blowing me up? Guitar Center. Hundreds of holiday deals just landed. Get in on the savings before they melt away. They're stalking me. They want me. I can't answer that text. Some of y'all, there's some texts that y'all should not answer. I don't care what they say. You do not respond. Just leave it read. I'm talking to the spirits.
Can I see your wallet while you talk to you?
You need to see my Wi-Fi.
I need to see something.
What are you doing?
Whatever I want to do.
You better be willing to pay whatever consequences you're going to have to pay for. What are you getting out of there?
A couple of things.
Put my. Alrighty. All right, y'all. Wrapping it up for the day. Peace.